Hello and welcome back to another episode of Matrickz Tech Talk. This is Hasan Akram, and today I'm going to talk to you about 4 strategies how to engage your team for your automotive project or any other project for that matter. So oftentimes it is the case that you have a team, but people are not fully engaged. They are not aligned with the mission of the company or the project, and hence you don't attain optimal compatibility. So here are the 4 strategies. Number 1, corporate culture, extreme accountability. So what do I mean by that? Corporate culture is your foundation for engaging your people. You have to build the corporate culture not in terms of offering snacks in the cafeteria. That's not corporate culture. Offering snacks in the cafeteria, fruits in the cafeteria is not corporate culture. People will not come and stay in your company because of that. And if they do, they're staying and coming to your company for the wrong reason. The corporate culture, what I mean by corporate culture, is the value, the philosophical value of a corporation. For example, at Matrickz, our fundamental values are based on 3 pillars: gratitude, growth, and giving back. So if your corporate culture is complaining, people are complaining about things, there is no way they'll be engaged in any project or any constructive mechanism. So they will have to have the feeling of gratitude. They will have to have the feeling of accountability. They should take accountability, and gratitude brings accountability. The second one is growth at Matrickz. So growth is very, very important. We want to grow personally. We want to grow for our every engineer at Matrickz. We want them to grow not only technically with technical knowledge, but also in their personal development. Finally, give back. For example, this tech talk that we do, podcasts that we do, the meetups that we do. We want to give back value to the community, to the automotive industry, because we have got so much from the industry. So our corporate culture is based on these 3, and we want to bring extreme accountability. So the first strategy is try and build a corporate culture that will enable extreme accountability. So strategy number 2 is assemble the right team. In your team, you have to have the right people. And the right people obviously means the right technical competence, but oftentimes what we forget is the human interface. What does that mean? Human interface means 80% of the productivity, 80% of your productivity of the team will depend on how you're interacting with people, how the chemistry in the team is working. It definitely will be based on the corporate culture you've built, but you have to assemble the team in a way so that they can glue together, they have chemistry, work chemistry, and they like each other. They can communicate in the same language. Building the team, assembling the right team based on technical and human competence is extremely, extremely important. Number 3, create the IKEA effect. What does IKEA effect mean? In 2011, Dan Ariely and his fellow researchers came up with some results and published a paper where they show the furniture that you buy from IKEA, you like them more because you assemble them, you build them. You also, when you create something on your own, you like them more than the other things that's already created. And what do I mean by the IKEA effect in your team? That means involve them in all step. There are 2 ways you can assign a task: by giving them the decision that you have taken by yourself, or involve them in every step of the decision-making process and create a feeling of ownership. Extreme ownership is really the key here. So when your people will feel that their project, from the project proposal from budgeting, from planning, in every step, if all the members of the team are involved, they will have a feeling of extreme ownership, and that will create the IKEA effect. Believe me, that will create the engagement and the productivity of your team to a next level. Finally, once you're done with all of these, my recommendation is to leave them alone. This is very important because micromanagement is self-sabotage. Leaving them alone is very, very important. You've created the right corporate culture, you have assembled the right team, you have also created the IKEA effect, the feeling of extreme ownership. Now it's the time to leave them alone. So if you follow these 4 strategies, I'm sure you will be able to maximize the productivity, the engagement in your project team, and reap all the benefits. Thank you so much for watching. This was Hasan Akram. We'll see you in the next episode.
In this podcast show, we bring in the industry leaders and experts in the automotive domain to share their experiences along their journey. The mission of our podcast is to start a dialogue that will allow us to understand the development of automotive industry and where the automotive industry is going. You can ask questions to our guests directly. Just send us an email to podcast@matrix.de. We'll schedule a call with you during the recording and you'll be part of our show. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any new episodes. Please share this video to help others get enlightened as well, and that would mean a great deal to us. See you in the next episode.